So Retopia has a variety of differentiated texts in the form of a book for conventional and fluent readers, and additional levels of reading in the form of graphic novels. For each unit, there are as much as 7 different versions of the graphic novel based on different reading levels and decoding skills, including multiple emergent, transitional, and conventional levels, increasing the complexity of the text and language presented in each version. At the Carter, just like with Ari's video, we would first read the highest conventional level to introduce the story to the whole class. Retopia then recommends that we provide independent readers with a graphic novel level that matches their reading ability, using the graphic novel for multiple rereads so they can build decoding, vocabulary, and fluency skills. During the pandemic, we started Retopia online, and for all of our students, we needed to really make these books accessible to that small Chromebook size screen over Zoom. So we started to adapt the graphic novel to Google Slides. We would take one of the pages from the graphic novel and then adapt it to putting just one picture, or maybe one picture and one a little bit of script with Black background, so the students could really focus in on the illustration and the words through Zoom. And we still do this even for in-person instruction. So our students have the chance to, again, access the visual. The Black background is really, really important. And we have been able to load these slides onto the devices or school computers. And so all the students can have access them for independent reading via eye gaze or a switch. And sometimes we even record favorite staff reading the graphic novel as well, putting it on Google Classroom or our school YouTube channel so students can hear a beloved teacher read the story. An additional visual accommodation has been printing out some of the words that we're targeting using Roman word bubbling. Some of these large photos from the book or from the video using remove background applications for these photos, and then printing them large so our students can visually attend to the pictures. When we did a picture walk or a label and illustration, we use these so that our students can hold this big picture of Juliet and maybe visually cue in on Juliet Capulet as the words that represent her name. And my understanding of using this strategy of Roman word bubbling is to support our visually impaired students access letters and words. Our TBI McGann ACOG has taught us that our students with CBI might first only see with Roman word bubbles the shape of the word or letter. So we highlight them with yellow or red. And it's great to use it with either just the letters or the names so that my students can start to see and recognize that this shape is a name, this shape is a letter. Another benefit that we have discovered using Roman word bubbling is that it really draws our students' attention to these symbols and these words. And they can start to understand that a word is what a word is versus what a letter is. And when you combine these shapes of letters, you can make a word. And when you combine these shapes of words, we can build a sentence. So it's just another tool to teach emergent literacy for our students at the Carter School. We also do lots and lots of real objects with our students, and this is where Kim's amazing creativity comes into play. She bought King Tut's headdress to be used in her class during the King Tut reading and Mysteries and Mummies. She got, Dorothy's red slippers. Also during King Tut, we did this fun activity of making mummies out of ourselves and staff with toilet paper. And yes, that's our mummy principal, Mark, helping us out there. And then for Romeo and Juliet, Ashley One of our students really loved this Juliet dress from my Halloween costume bin, and it was a hit for our students with CVI and visual impairments because of that red and gold color and the velvety fabric and the crinkly and lacy bits of that costume. Our students really loved that fashion statement of Juliet. And they got to choose who would be Juliet, expanding on their communicated functions by directing the behavior of their teachers and making them wear the costumes regardless of their protests, which they could model. And then the students got to comment and share their opinions about who wore it best. So it was just really a fun way to jump in and dive in to reading and make it a part of that shared reading experience.